Should we give whores to the handicapped? Well, some groups think so, saying it's harder for the handicapped to get lucky, so it should be A-OK for them to get some TNA. There's actually a volunteer group in the Netherlands that provides prostitutes for the disabled, and there's another UK group that put disabled folks in touch with willing hookers. Courtney, some say this is morally wrong, but is it really?
Well, everyone has needs, so these people, how awful would it be to go throughout life without having any game?
Yeah,
or arms. This is just the European social welfare state gone awry, all right? It's just like, it's just God has said you're not allowed to get laid, then you just got to go through life dealing with that.
Oh my God, that's so harsh. But maybe it's true, I don't know. There's one thing, Greg, that bothers me. If the handicapped get to have prostitutes because they can't pick up girls, what about really ugly people or really fat people who face similar challenges? Shouldn't they be allowed the same allowances?
Well, it's always been available to ugly guys. I mean, women have had the burden since time began of having to have ugly guys' babies. So I think the fat and the ugly have always had access. It's just that this gives new meaning to the word Special Olympics and makes it a little more fun for everyone, I think. Because everyone is a winner.
It's so true.
And the fat and the ugly have alcohol on their side. That's the great social equalizer that has helped me, you, and Bill through life.
It's true. Definitely. Without it, I would be a lonely man. Bill, but I keep thinking, is this going to become like the handicapped parking space? That when you use it, you pretend you're disabled?
Absolutely. I mean, I've got 6 nipples. I'm like a man dog. Does that make me handicapped? It certainly hurt my dating life. And also, everyone's going to fake. There's going to be a handicapped sticker, but it's going to have to be bleeped for the area that they're showing that's handicapped. I don't understand where this is going.
Let me ask you, do you think that if a prostitute should be able to charge more for having sex with a disabled person, or would that be discrimination?
Well, I guess there's a lot more that goes into it, right? Like pushing, a wheelchair, or there's much more physical activity. But then that brings in all these other things like surcharges, like if it's too small, their thing. Do they add more money to that? And you just open up a whole barrel.
I think this is a huge moral quagmire, and I don't think we should be opening this Pandora's box of quagmire.
Oh,
yeah.
Pandora's box.
No, there's like a group called the Crippendales, and they're like handicapped strippers or something.
They're quite sexy, I might add.
To book them.
Yes, we will. In more whore news, I have so much whore news to cover. Some 50 prostitutes in Bolivia are on a hunger strike. They're threatening to march naked down city streets, and I don't even care about the story. I just love the picture. Check that out. That's what they are wearing in protest. The government closed down the bars and the strip clubs because they say it's a bad influence. But I'm wondering, what kind of strippers are they if they're just like that?
Is that the inside of the Star Wars bar? I mean,
Greg, don't these people have a right to work?
They do. I'm shocked by the photo because they look like Smurfs with derbies on. I don't know if you've ever had Bolivian food, but it's largely potatoes and guinea pigs, so I don't blame them for not eating, quite frankly. And we don't even know if the people that are visiting them are handicapped or just, the lack of oxygen has made them dizzy. And they thought, I need someone who's a blue wedge. That's what I need tonight.
Well, you just made a good point. These women should be matched up with the handicapped, and it would be a win-win situation.
It would be. It's all about government subsidies with these people. You give it to them, and they keep going. It's perfect.
Sure, these women make $44 a day. Given how they look, don't you think they're overcharging?
No. I think everyone, whatever work they put in, that's what they're going to get. So who knows what they're giving their fellow Bolivian men? It could be $44 a day. It could be worth that.
They have to get back to their pimp.
I don't know. There's probably 20% that's or 50%.
They have pimps in Bolivia?
Of course they do.
I think it's so nice that Shira's dress compliments the blue wrappings.
I know. This is quite
nice. Nice.
Bill, don't you hate hunger strikes? I hate hunger strikes. It's blackmail. It's not fair.
Yeah, but the blackmailee has to be interested in paying. Who cares about a couple starving whores?
I don't know. I think Gandhi gets off the hook.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Coming up...